Ooh, Mr. Terrific looks really cool. Let's see what the other characters look like. Uh-oh. Oh no. Hey there, this is your Matt Doodle to my Thomas Hands Doodle here with another video. And today, I'd like to talk about the new images that were revealed for the new Superman movie that's coming out by James Gunn. And I do want to say, I love what they're doing with Superman in this film, as we saw with all the set photos of him just being completely, positive and kind. And we even see, images of Superman, saving the day and helping protect people. You see him, in explosions. And it's so nice, but it's also really weird seeing all the people get really annoyed by that. I'm like, are you even a Superman fan to begin with? That's my question. But I've already talked about his suit already. So I want to talk about the newer suits that came out. But we also talked about Mr. Terrific, and he looked fantastic. He looked terrific in here, and how it blended so well from the comics to here. And it looks, again, terrific. But looks like we got new images for, finally, Green Lantern and Hawkgirl. And they look horrible. Ugh. And it's got me really confused for certain reasons. Like, first, let's go with Hawkgirl. Her helmet looks amazing. When I see the helmet here, I'm like, okay, cool. That is actually a very good translation from the comics to the films. And it's really cool, right? But what is with the suit itself? This screams nothing of Hawkgirl except the color scheme. But even then, it's like that type of like team color type thing where like everyone looks the same but has different colors to match them, right? And it shows it does the exact same thing for Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. And we finally get to see him in the bowl cut. And I'm going to be very honest. Not that the bowl cut doesn't work. It's just that the wig that they're using for him, I think that's a wig, doesn't look that good for him. It just, maybe it's by the ears that we see that it's just not as cool. Maybe on screen it's probably going to look better, which they probably will. But the main thing that really bothers me here is the suit. They showed that he has the exact same suit that Hawkgirl has, with a symbol in the middle that took me a while to really get, and it actually kept people saying that it's actually the Justice League logo, which if you look really close, yes it is. And that's actually really cool. But why would we have this suit? And this makes me wonder, why does Green Lantern need a suit? The point of the Green Lantern ring itself is that it can construct suits for you. So what is with the color scheme that he has here? Like, the only thing that we see that's the Green Lantern logo is on the belt and on the side of his jacket. And it doesn't have its, its cool green jacket type thing that Green Lantern tends to have. And I think a big reason on why the suit looks the way it does is also because of the backlash on having the suit be completely CGI, like what happened in the original Green Lantern film. But I don't think this is actually the end of the suits themselves, because of what it looks like they're doing. There's this theory that says that Maxwell Lord is actually funding these people, and that Superman's going to be an outliner. That, Superman is not government funded, and that these three characters, Mr. Terrific, Hawkgirl, and Green Lantern, are part of a government team. And I wouldn't call them the Justice League, but actually I would call them the Terrifics, which is actually a group that was supposed to be a parody of the Fantastic Four. Because in the original team, it had Mr. Terrific, the leader. It had Plastic Man, it had Phantom Girl, and it had Metamorpho, who is supposed to be in this film as well. And I do think that he is in here as well, because we see this image of this guy in a blue screen type suit. So this could be him before all the CGI is added on him, right? And it could be the reason why all these characters have the exact same type of outfit. Because Mr. Terrific's, looks amazing. He looks like Mr. Terrific. But it looks like they copy and pasted that suit on the other characters. So it's probably a government-funded thing that's going on here. And Maxwell Lord may look at the original suits and say that his versions will be better for marketing.
Life is good, but it can be better.
And that Superman is an outlier, and that he is messing everything up, especially for Maxwell Lord, who in a usual case is technically a villain. Not a super one, but just kind of, douchey, right? But in other cases, he has, funded a version of the Justice League. So they may go on that route, and maybe he may get worse or he may get better. But I think that throughout the film, we see Superman, doing all his good deeds, all his super heroics, saving the day without any government funding. And it shows that you don't need to be part of the government to be that hero, which I think is also going to be a plot here that Max Lord is going to try to go to Superman and say, hey, you can be part of our government team. And, it's so cool. You should, be a part of us. But Superman doesn't believe in that. He just wants to do good for the sake of being good, not to actually showboat himself. Even though in a lot of these images it shows all the kids, a lot of people going around him. I think that's the point, that this team here is supposed to be the superhero team of this universe. But here's this one guy, this one superhero, taking up all their glory, which I do think Guy Gardner is going to get more annoyed with, because, Guy Gardner is a little selfish, but the other two are going to be more like, what's going on? Why? How can this one guy bring hope to everyone around? And I might add a little theory to it, that Maxwell Lord will get help by Lex Luthor to create a Bizarro type creature to stop Superman or make him look bad, so his team can be the main team of the world. And yes, I'm starting to get around the idea that the character that I personally still kind of think is Midnighter could also be Bizarro, or a version of him, but in like an Ultraman type look. And that could actually be a good point of the story. I don't know exactly. I don't know any of the storyline. And then it could also get that maybe Metamorpho is going to be recruited or asked to be recruited into this team because of his newfound abilities. And it's either going to be whether he's going to learn through Superman or learn through this Justice League type team. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but it would be really cool to see what happens. Future me, it looks like the mic stopped working mid-record, and I tried fixing it up, but this was like the best I could do. Sorry about that. And I'm going to be very honest, I really hope that's the case when it comes to the costumes, because I really don't want this to be their final suits. And maybe, it's going to show Hawkgirl, change her suit back to her original look. Would be really cool in this version. It could show that Guy Gardner is going to switch his outfit to something his ring can actually make, instead of whatever that suit is, because again, these are terrible and it only works on Mr. Terrific. And I'm really excited to see what Metamorpho is going to look like in this film. And I've already explained that I love the Superman suit. It's actually started to even grow even more to me. This suit is just like oozing off Superman energy, and not just him, the actor himself. And I love seeing also more of the cast of this film, like the Daily Planet staff. It's something that I never really talked about, but I love that they actually got Lois Lane in purple. It is such a Lois Lane color. I don't know why, but it just works for her, and it doesn't feel goofy with just, the plain color. It feels nice, and again, I cannot wait for that type of dynamic that Clark and Lois are going to have in this film. But there are worries I do have still, but that may be going to its own different video. So if you want to see something like that, let me know in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on these designs? Do you think that these are just kind of like the corporate designs that they're kind of going for in this film? Or do you think that these are designs that are going to stay because of the type of suits that James Gunn likes to work with? Or do you think that they're going to keep it? Let me know in the comments down below. Do you still like the Superman suit and how they're portraying it here and how he's saving the day? Or are you one of the people that tends to say that him being an actual superhero is stupid? Let me know in the comments down below. But if there's nothing else, this has been Dunamite. I hope everyone stays nerdy, and I hope to see everyone in the next video.